Everyone, it's Purple Haze here with another segment of Purple's Thoughts, or Perfect Thoughts. I don't know, but I'm excited to be here, and especially about this topic. I haven't really hit on this in my show that much, or really in any other conversation, so I'm really excited to bring you all this first, or at least these thoughts, and that is regarding the Switch 2. Yeah, I don't think it's going to be called the Switch 2, by the way, but I'm excited to talk about this. And so most of the conversation so far has really focused on the Switch's 2's hardware. And that's whether it's the size of the Switch 2, the battery life, the graphical processing power, the actual processing power, the Joy-Cons, you name it, they've talked about it. But I think all of these other content creators and the zeitgeist about the Switch 2 actually misses what I think is going to make the Switch 2 really stand out. And that's cloud gaming. Yes, I know you're like, Purple, give it up. Hey, my show. Let me go with it. All right. So with that said, why do I think this is? Well, if you remember, one of the first videos I actually did with Purple Shade was actually about Nintendo and a partnership with Google Cloud. Yes, that Google Cloud, the one that had Stadia. And in that, I talked about how this partnership had been going on for about a year to 18 months. And that was like 18 months ago. So this partnership is well into its third, almost fourth year. And in that video, I didn't really go too far in depth in it just because I didn't really have a lot of information. Newsflash, I still don't have a lot of information other than the partnership is still going. Now, before y'all get up in pitchforks and start like rioting or doing whatever y'all do when I come up with something controversial, I just want to point out that I'm not saying that Nintendo is not going to be a traditional console that you connect to your TV. I'm not saying that the next Switch won't be a handheld. And I'm not saying the Switch won't be a hybrid console that it is today. Actually, to the contrary, I think it's going to continue to be all of those things, as well as kind of pushing the gaming industry a little bit forward. Now, this isn't the first time gaming companies try to explore with the cloud, but just like Switch wasn't the first time that someone tried to explore a hybrid console, rest in peace, Atari Jaguar, I think Switch 2 is going to be the best at doing the cloud. Just like I think Switch 2 was the best at the time, or Switch 1 was the best at the time of being a hybrid console. Now, I already talked about this partnership that has kind of been growing in there in the background. And so I also want to talk about some of the features also that I believe Nintendo has explored and experimented with and that they could build upon. And one of those features is something that no other cloud gaming company has been able to do except for Stadia. And that's actually just buy a game and play it in the cloud. Currently, right now, whether it's in GFN, whether it's Luna, whether it's Xbox Game Pass, all of them require you to buy a subscription and then stream the game. Right? GFN, you can actually buy the game on Steam or COG or some other game store, but you can't actually stream the game without paying for some money with GFN. Yes, I know there's a free tier. The free tier doesn't run nearly as well as the paid tiers. And if y'all remember, Stadia, even though it wasn't the best graphically, it was still somewhere where I could just buy a game, click, pay, and start to play. There's only really one other company that's been able to do this since Switch. That's Nintendo. Yes, Nintendo right now has cloud gaming. That gaming, if you want to go check it out for yourselves, is actually Plague Tale Requiem. There's a couple of other titles, but Plague Tale Requiem is the one that like sticks out of my mind right now. And guess what? You don't need a Switch Online account. All you need to do is go into the Nintendo store, click pay for Plague Tale Requiem, and there you are, as long as you have a stable internet connection. Now, I know I'm about to talk about some of the downsides of this, but yeah, that's it. And wouldn't that be cool if we had one gaming store where all we could do is just buy the game, we could either download it or we could then just, or play it in the cloud all in one spot. No subscription needed. It's just you buy the game and you play it. I think that would be pretty cool. And I think Nintendo's already shown that they're experimenting with this. I could only imagine that they're going to probably explore this more, especially with more demanding titles than currently the Switch 2 specs suggest. Which, by the way, the Switch 2 specs are still pretty solid considering what's on the market today. However, that's not all. Why I'm so confident in this direction is because many times Nintendo isn't the first to the party, right? They're not always the first, the most innovative company. What they are, though, is when they do come, they come and do things right. They understand their gamers. They don't try to leave a gamer behind. And I believe to make Switch 2 really stick out, it can't just be an evolution on Switch 1. This is a company that has sold over 140 million variations of the Nintendo Switch. You can almost guarantee that they're very keen on bringing all those people to the next generation of their console. And though I think the graphical power alone would be something that really brings a lot of these gamers along, I think the element of actually having a handheld that does cloud gaming and I don't have to buy another subscription, I can just literally have the handheld, buy the game, there I am playing it. I think that's going to bring in another crowd, just like how the Switch was able to tap into so many different gaming circles. But let me know what you think. Is this something you would be excited about? Is this something that you're looking towards? Like, if not, what are you have any expectations for the Switch? And if not, what are you excited about in the gaming industry coming up? For me, I'm not buying another console. At least I'm not buying a handheld. And I know I don't game on a handheld that much, but I have been interested in it. And I'm not going to really buy one until I see what the Switch has. But with that, I don't care where you game, how you game, why you game, what you game on. As long as you're gaming, you're good with me. And as always, this is Purple Haze, and the proof is in the flame. All right, take care, y'all. Bye.